Hello everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Economist. I would really appreciate you hitting the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I know what everyone is thinking. We have an auto company that will deliver around 500,000 cars in 2020 and Toyota will produce nearly 20 times that many. Yet Tesla is worth over twice as much at the time of this video. These numbers do not add up. It doesn't make any sense. This is just a bubble. And people follow Elon Musk like a cult. It's absolutely insane. And yes, you are right. Those numbers are totally out of proportion. But still the stock price keeps going up. Why? Well, I will explain not only why, but also how the stock price could even be viewed as undervalued. Let's first look at demand for Tesla products. Currently, Tesla are not capable of making enough cars to supply demand. Every single car that gets produced gets sold. This has been true continually with the Model 3, and the new Model Y seems to be even more popular. In other words, they can make more and more cars, and they will still sell. And if demand is ever dropping, Tesla can simply drop their prices slightly, and demand will come back. Teslas have enough profit margin to do this. This is how supply and demand work. The lower the price, the higher the demand. However, Tesla is a very special car company, as their cars, even after purchase, are continually improving, such as more range or higher performance, and continually new features added. So the value of the cars are increasing anyway, and thus demand increases with it. From here on in, we are working under the assumption there will always be high demand for Tesla cars. Aside from high demand, what else makes Tesla so valuable? The incumbent automakers make most of their profits from parts and financing. There is very little profit in the actual selling of the car itself. In addition to that, they do have to give a profit to all the car dealerships. Tesla has no independently owned dealerships. Tesla is not sharing its profits. Tesla make close to 25% margin on their cars, and in reality, they've been mass producing for a couple of years compared to 50 plus years for Toyota. In other words, this is just the start. Their margins could eventually exceed 30% due to all of Tesla's innovative manufacturing. In addition to this, Toyota's cars sell for a lot less, on average, than Tesla's cars. So on top of Tesla's margin percentage being higher, their total sale price is also higher. In addition to that, Tesla cars do have some upgradable options, but these options are purely through software extras. In other words, the profit margins are 100%. The most important software Tesla sells and upgrade is the full self-driving, and this costs $10,000. Get it? That's an extra $10,000 profit per car that is sold with this feature. And it's such an incredible feature that a lot of people pay. The price of full self-driving will also continue to rise. Some are estimating between $30,000 and $200,000. I'll explain that in another video. But Tesla will still only make around 500,000 cars in 2020, compared to the nearly 10 million cars Toyota will do. Well, by the end of 2020, Tesla will have a run rate of around 800,000 cars a year, with just their Model 3 plant in Shanghai and their plant in Fremont, California. They're still ramping up production at these two facilities, so I'd expect them to do close to 1 million cars next year. Still not close to Toyota. Well, they're currently producing 3 new factories as I speak, a Model Y factory in Shanghai, an enormous facility in Berlin, and an even larger one in Texas. In addition to that, more money has been earmarked for about twice as many factories for next year and the year after. When the new Shanghai, Berlin, and Texas factories come online, they alone should have a total capacity of around 5 million cars a year once ramped up, with current production technologies and capabilities. Elon Musk has said they aim to get to 20 million cars a year. He did also set a date of 2030 for this, although I believe this is grossly pessimistic. More about that another time. Even so, let's go with the conservative numbers again, of 20 million with a clear path to achieve it. Again, I can't reiterate how conservative these numbers are, because these production numbers are somewhat based on today's technologies, ignoring the future progress and improvements in technology over the next 10 years. Now, let's say the average sale price of a Tesla in 2030 is the equivalent of only $35,000. Why so low? Because I believe they would have released some more affordable vehicles for the entire world by then. Let's take $15,000 of each car sale as profit, as we'll be including full self-driving at this stage, and I'm using today's price of full self-driving too. Again, overly conservative. $15,000 times 20 million comes to $300 billion gross profit. Now remember, this is super conservative. You can tweak those numbers optimistically to probably reach $1 trillion annual gross profit. That is gross profit, not net. So let's take a conservative $100 billion from that, even though it would never come close, and leave us with $200 billion. Now, Toyota currently trade at a PE ratio of 15. Let's say Tesla trades at PE of 30 by this time. Again, conservative, it's probably going to be closer to 50 or more, given it's a tech company. That would give Tesla a market cap of around $10 trillion. Remember, again, that was with conservative numbers. Okay, I know that number is just insane and simply sounds too big to be true. I would advise you to get your own spreadsheets out and simply play with the numbers yourself and see what you get. So that's a rough idea of why Tesla autos are so valuable. But we're not finished yet. Tesla is not an auto company. It's only a fraction of their business. The energy business itself is meant to be at least as big as the auto business. So that takes us to $20 trillion. Then we have robo-taxis. Oh, and anything else that Tesla might start offering in the next 10 years. Ships, planes, HVAC, insurance, the list goes on. So let's add another 10 trillion on there for good measure. And there you have it. Tesla could be worth $30 trillion, or even more, by 2030. So now you understand why people love Tesla. They are still expecting possibly a 10 to nearly 100 times return on their money. Alright, thanks for listening. Hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to your comments.